Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America. And what do you say about somebody who can't even lead a staff of 50 people and wants to lead the country? Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, check the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Type that address into your address bar. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica. Subscribe to us absolutely for free. It really does help us out, guys. So, Kamala Harris has a real problem on her hands, and it's something that they're trying to bury. But for her tenure as senator, for her tenure as vice president, she's had a tremendous, in the 90 percentile, staff turnover rate. People who have worked for her that leave. And when they leave, they don't just leave. They tell horror stories of what it's like to work for this woman. She cannot manage to keep a staff together of 50 people. And yet, she wants to manage the whole country. She's going to keep the country together. She's going to bring us together. But she can't keep her own staff together. How is she going to bring over 300 million people with very opposing views together when she can't keep 50 people who have the same view together on her own team? This may be the most uniquely unqualified candidate for president in the history of the presidency, and the media wants you to believe she's the second George Washington. Oh, here she comes to save the day. What day is she saving? This woman is a horrific candidate, and if you had a normal length of an election cycle, she would be decimated. My concern is that you don't have a normal length of an election cycle. My concern is the propping up of the media and Hollywood, and that's why we have to be vigilant. You and I have to be vigilant and let people know who this woman is before it's too late. Because the damage she will do to this country, I really, truly fear, will not be fixable. Will not be fixable. Not in 4 years. I think she could do so much damage in 4 years that we might not have a country left. I want you to look at this story about her staff and a turnover rate, and let me know what you think in the comments.
Great leaders ignite a spark inside their staff. It's why Primetime's movement's so strong. The key is to challenge your employees without belittling them. You give them a purpose, create an environment where people want to show up for work. So when we learned that 92% of Kamala's staff quit, it raised red flags. How could she lead millions of Americans if she can't even lead 50? Gil Duran, who worked for Kamala when she was Attorney General of California, said the experience was unbearable. She was, quote, impossible to manage and took out all of her stress on her staff, usually women and lower-level employees. Gil quit just 5 months into the job. Last straw, Kamala skipped out on a briefing and went berserk on a staff member to the point of tears because she was unprepared. And that tracks with what an unnamed White House staffer told the author, Chris Whipple, in his book, The Fight of His Life. They told him Kamala, quote, refused to do the kind of preparation that you need to do before going public on a hardcore policy matter. And then she became incensed and outraged when things wouldn't go the way she thought they were supposed to go. Even the interns weren't safe from Kamala's ire. Terry McKeeter, whose son spent months in Kamala's Attorney General's office, said she turned his kid's internship into a summer from hell. He says the interns were told to stand and say, "Good morning, General," when Kamala walked into the room.